Hello, my name is Larry Hussey, and my brand is Drug Force, and that is my web series. And I have been updating my resume on Indeed with the awards I got with that, and hoping to get some kind of part-time position maybe. I'm also looking to get that web series taken up as a television cartoon, and so I also like to keep everything fresh up to date. I like to do consumer news video, which is what this is. And I've been told that in terms of shareables ratings, Drug Force is on top, and people really do care about it. I called it bootlegs before, and now it's called shareables ratings because nobody's selling them; they're just watched for free. Nobody's selling them, so they're talking about calling them shareables instead. And so my consumer video today is, first of all, I walked by Safeway, and they have a sign outside that says "Welcome Rite Aid Pharmacy customers." So if you are a Rite Aid Pharmacy customer, it sounds like Safeway is going to make it very easy for you to transfer your account because Rite Aid is going out of business. I want to let you know that. Okay, so the next thing is, of course, sort of a shopping haul. As you know, I have this T-shirt from UNIQLO, ET T-shirt, and I've gotten compliments on it, and so I went back to Uniqlo, and I have a couple more T-shirts now, and they have different. Their clearance rack of graphic tees for men and unisex is different now, and so I was T-shirts when I was only planning on spending $10, but I spent 20, and also I learned that you cannot sign up for their rewards program on the website. It has to be the app, and you have to have the app with you, and you have to show the app to their camera thingy, and then you get like $5 after $75. So I haven't, but and I did find out that the Uniqlo app does work for Chromebook now. I don't know if it did that before, but it works for Chromebook now. So the Uniqlo app works for Chromebook, and it will get you notifications, texts, and and you can bring the app to the store, scan your app at the store. You have to scan the app at the store. The slightly unusual thing about it, and that's why I've never received any rewards, even though I've now spent $30 there. Okay. Now, I have two artists here. These are that celebrate artists. Before I say who the artists are, yeah, except you probably read the title, I want to say that both of these say right here. They say right here uses 25% recycled cotton. They have the grammar mixed up a little bit. 25% uses recycled cotton fiber. What they mean is uses 25% recycled cotton fiber. So that means it's an environmental shirt. So here we go. This is the salute Matisse. That's right. This is a salute to Henri Matisse. There, he was painting in the early 1900s. It has a little history of Henri Matisse right here. You could probably pause this video and read that, and then I'll show you the back of this one first. I don't know French, so I don't know what this says. I think that says un moment is one moment. But yeah, this is what the back says. How about that? That's what the back says. I'll have to get a translator to translate it. Translating the shirt. Here is the front. This is one of his 5 paintings called dancer paintings. Okay. I like the practical nature of the color of this shirt. The blue color is very practical, more practical than a white color. You know, I can drip a little bit of coffee on this, and it's probably okay. Okay. Now I just looked up Gemini AI about Matisse's dancers, And I said, are they considered women? And it says that they are generally considered women, and also considered both men and women, parts of women, men and women. And so they're generally considered women on here. But I can see both. And they're just called dancers, and they're not called women dancers. And so some of my friends have said, well, if you wear that, then you won't be able to ask any ladies to hang out, because they're going to think that they're going to think that you identify with this too much or whatever. I don't know. I'm thinking about it, but I think it's all right. It's a over 100-year-old painting. I don't think that it really says anything about me, except that I like UNIQLO T-shirts that have painting on them. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I don't think any ladies would be repelled by me wearing a sort of kind of female painting of a dancer. It was one of the most famous paintings in the world. I don't think. Yeah, that's the main thing, though. It's one of the most famous paintings in the world, and so yeah, that's what it is. It's one of the most famous paintings in the world. So anyway, ladies, this is how a guy thinks sometimes. So there you go. Next one. Next one. This is how a guy thinks sometimes. A tribute to Pablo Picasso. And if you look at this picture long enough, you will find out what the trick is in this picture. I had to look at it for at least 2 minutes, and then I'm like, oh, I see. Anyway, this is the back of it. Talks about Pablo Picasso. You could maybe pause this and read that. All right. Spain, born in Spain in 1881. All right. Now, there's nothing on the back of this one. The front is very nice. It is Pablo Picasso, 1922. Nature Mort a la Guitar. I don't know which, but I think that's Nature. I don't know what it is, but Nature, Life of the Guitar. So there it is. Yeah. I like all the different colors on that one. Picasso is also someone like 100 years ago who said, you don't have to paint things exactly the way they look. So I'm thinking I'm going to keep both of them. I have the receipt, but I'm thinking I'm going to keep both of them because I can consider myself a $10 is probably less price than you would buy a poster of these things. So I will talk to you later. You have a minute left on your 10-minute break. Have a good day.